All right. Welcome. We are Fellowship Gaming, here to entertain you with yet another tale of daring, disaster, and dimwits. So please grab your favorite drink and perhaps a snack and let us regale you with songs of our misdeeds. Tonight we are playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition, which is a high fantasy D20 system. If you would like to see more content, please check us out on fellowshipgaming.quest, which will take you to YouTube. You can subscribe and hit that bell notification. If you would like to join us for our live streams, we are here on Twitch. And I'm going to pass it on over to Justin, and we will get a quick highlight of our last game.
Okay. Thank you. So,
100% that's Brian, isn't it?
yeah. Brian's got the soundboard.
Yeah, well, Brian interacts with the soundboard. We all have a soundboard.
Yeah, everyone has access to the soundboard.
I did not know that.
Yeah, you have access to it. I don't interact with it. It's on Discord.
Discord?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a Discord plugin.
Yeah.
That's cool. Jeez.
Yeah. Yep. Good. Yep.
Yes, I know how to use the soundboard.
I was like, was that our level up? No.
Okay, go ahead, Justin.
All right. Last we left off, you guys were still amidst your investigation trying to find information that the Iron Prow said that it can provide for you in exchange for you rooting out infected individuals of their crew that might be causing problems. You have identified 3 subjects, one of which you know is at least not going to hatch, one of which there's the third one you do not know, and then one of which did die. You took it out into the ocean, it erupted, you lit it on fire, and you crushed that poor slave taken by the Iron Prow.
I mean, to be fair, I was with him the whole time.
You didn't. You did everything you could, but the factual information: he was in the little boat. He was lit on fire. He exploded, and then you had to do away with the residue as well. Okay, here, I got distracted there. Back to the note. So, to recap the factual information, you guys do not have your weapons, but like anyone who does spells, they haven't taken like your non-violent equipment. So if you can use something as a weapon, that is still available to you. You have not opened any locked rooms, but you know sort of which is mostly some rooms near the captain or the captain's quarters, the room that leads to the tower that Alexandra is at the top of, and then the door that leads into the under island where everyone says the Smert'zhuk is kept, the one they wrestled into submission and left alive. So you've neutralized one of the infected crew, identified the other one as having sort of overcome it by herself, but still very suggestible the way you've seen happen before. You have a directionality. Komarov stayed up for the watch and saw someone sneaking away from the kitchens, which you've been looking into, because people infected eat twice as much, otherwise they get sick. And I think that's where we left off.
Yeah,
your reputation is not super good. You're not great at being subtle, but you did. Objectively, you're doing the thing they asked you to do, but not the way they asked you to do it. And it is now become apparent that the crew treat you differently. It is super obvious to all of you. We wake up, start of a new day.
And I think we're at the point where we just don't care about that anymore. And I think we're really just trying to get off. And wasn't it there was a way up or was it down that we found?
The person running from the kitchen going down. So finding like a little cliff on the edge of the fort itself, and then
Yeah.
going down sort of towards where there's just water.
And we haven't
Mhm.
actually looked at that yet.
No, that is where we left off. As Komarov said, he was not going to go alone.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So he hasn't informed the rest of us yet.
Yeah.
Got it.
So you all wake up, and I think the first thing, especially Kathon, notices this because she was looking to clear a room for a while. This is the first time you've woke up and you are just you four. So your sleeping quarters are clear of everyone that isn't you guys.
Is that good or bad?
Well, we don't
Um,
be taking a personal slight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely the cold shoulder. Would
Are we
Keitha
getting a cold
actually
shoulder
understand that?
What's that?
Would Keitha actually understand that she's getting a cold shoulder? I'm gonna roll
If you'd like to make a
society on that.
society-
Apparently, yeah, she is well aware. Oh, they hate us.
Yeah, 18. I think with an 18, you definitely get the sense from like some body language you've seen, especially the last couple days where you were verbally and physically reprimanded in front of everyone, and you're, also the new guys where everything bad started to happen right when you showed up. So there's not really getting around the association with that.
Okay, they think we're cursed. I think that works in our favor.
I think so too.
Yep.
That oh my god, what's that phrase? Even bad publicity or any publicity is good publicity or something like that.
Yeah,
So in our case, any reputation is a good reputation.
yeah.
You can always leverage a reputation. You just
Yeah.
need
To know
everyone just
how.
needs to know who you are.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, in the literary sense, if this was like the point of no return, we'd be like, oh, actually, we are cops and you're all under arrest. Fuck you guys, But but we're not. But also,
We're also on their stronghold.
yeah.
Now, certainly Keitha can fight, but
No, I know, but we've been responsible for how many deaths since we've been, even unintentionally, at least a handful.
No, yeah, the amount of people that have died is like 5,
Yeah.
but you have
That's it.
you have not personally. No, only one person of those was killed by
by
you guys.
us, yeah.
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 One of those deaths is actually our fault. Specifically Keitha's.
Yeah.
I mean, roll 20.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. So who cares? We're still trying to.
I think
There
we're
are individuals
getting
doing
what
it.
we need to get done. But
Yeah.
now it kind of becomes, you think they're going to honor the deal and let us off?
I
Or
hope
are they
so.
going to tie us to an anchor and drop us?
Well, I can hold my breath for a long time, but I don't think I can hold my breath that long.
Mm.
Cormoth's
Yeah,
like, I'm fine.
You do have the privacy of the room to sort of make any preparations you might be able to make that you wanted to do outside of the view of anyone.
We don't have our weapons, but I still have like all my armor, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we have
I
our
thought
armor.
so. I'm just making sure because I don't have weapons really.
Mm. I tracked a short person off to a seaside cliff. I did not go in.
Oh, okay. How close
Into
to the water's
what?
edge was it?
How was there a cave?
That's a good question. I assumed there was. I
I
apologize.
assume there was.
Yeah,
They
you didn't
went
actually make
inside.
it down that far.
So you just saw this small entity like basically enter the cliff face, but you don't know exactly what they entered.
Yeah, I figured that the rest of you would want to be part of this.
Well, it gives us a point of ingress if necessary. So I think that, I mean, we did risk our entrance in the barrel hole, so this can't be that much worse.
All right. The question is, when do we want to go?
Mm. Are we? I assume we're discussing this like before we go to sleep, or are we discussing this
No,
in the
we're
morning?
discussing it in the morning.
Okay, well then, yeah, sooner rather than later. How long ago did the thing get away into the hole?
It
I
probably only been a few hours ago.
Okay.
That was during a watch, sort of like not 8 hours ago.
All right. Well, I would have preferred to have done it immediately, but I guess as soon as possible is the next best thing.
All right. So I guess we're going.
Yep.
Yeah, I would like to take, as we're leaving, just kind of a glance around to see what the activity level is like in the area. Obviously, we're alone in the central area where we were sleeping, but like there still have to be activity, and if not,
Yeah.
that would also raise some alarms.
Yeah. Do you have any weird knowledges that would apply to this, or is this
Oh,
just
that's a
society?
that's a good. I don't think I do. Let me double check. I
I
think the
do
only
not.
knowledge. I'm trying to think of. Do I have any knowledges? I don't think I do.
You should have at
I think
least
you have
one.
surveying lore.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's what you mean by knowledge lore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Kind
just
of
serving. I'll do society. That's fine.
Yeah, go for it. I mean, people are moving around.
Okay.
Does anybody else have any preparations they want to make before you sort of head off into your investigation?
Yeah. Can I
I'll
find?
just do my morning prep.
Okay.
I mean, my morning prep, but Keith is gonna look and see if she can find a nice big stout chunk of wood.
I don't know about stout chunks of wood, but there are like footlockers and trunks in here,
No, no,
not
no.
all of
She
which.
needs a good stout chunk of wood.
She wants to go clubbing.
Yep.
Ah, yes.
She
Um,
wants to go clubbing.
okay. Go ahead and make a craft check just to see if anything works for what you're going for.
Fair enough. Not with a roll like that.
Yeah, not in the building. Like everything is pretty both shoddy and also, you know, put together like it's a of use thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Once you're out like in the wilderness or even on a ship, like there's just more substantial pieces of wood for the repairs that have to happen sort of in transit. Sometimes you could find something there, but not in the actual fort so far.
I mean, on a ship, I could grab a belay pin.
Yeah, that's what I was
Those
thinking.
things are literally on mass.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're probably what you would call non-lethal, but I mean, might try and go. I'm not sneaky. I might ask Magnus if he can go procure me a belay pin without someone
Yeah.
noticing. And then I will be ready to go.
So how does Magnus go about doing that? You just want to make a stealth check?
Yeah, I'll just go sneaking around. Maybe let's see, 14, not too bad.
Okay, let me see. I have the stats pulled up with level, and I was just like, oh, these feel really high. What's happening? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so you make it through the sort of shadows that you had identified earlier in the day. Go ahead and make a perception check, Magnus,
All
while
right.
while you're on your way to a ship. 10. Yeah, you make your way over to a ship, and you immediately find any sort of, and definitely things that can be counted as different sizes of clubs. And you find basically anything that's not a legitimate weapon, like you find, like the ships are stocked.
Yeah, so I'll just try to see if I can just pinch one real fast and make my way back to the hut.
Yeah, so I'll say with the 17, you definitely you get there and you get back. And yeah, everyone sees that he gets back without having been accosted in any way. Does anyone else need any other preparations?
No, good.
Honestly, I think I'm the only one that really actually needs a weapon.
Yeah.
Well, did they take Tiven's shield? Because people know you can hit someone with a shield. I just don't recall if we
No,
explicitly said.
I don't think so because I sleep on it, and I have. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't look like a shield in the traditional sense, but it's because it's more like a slab of stone, really. That I
Um,
would like to keep it, but at the end of the day, you're the GM, so I would have to keep it up to
well,
you. But I have
so,
presumed I've had it.
so in lieu of having to go back and listen to the audio of everything else and look for it, go ahead and make like a simple diplomacy to determine this. It's not going to be anything crazy,
Okay,
but just to determine like initially the first day you talking your way out of it.
sure.
Yeah, you're good. They left you with it.
Yeah, I convincing that it was a bed. It's good for my sciatica.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll say on the first day when they were taking everyone's like weapons and stuff, you convinced them that this was just sort of a dwarf thing that they didn't understand, and they were like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Divin got his shield. Everyone else has some sort of magic, and now Katha has this club. Unless that item is an actual thing, like as long as it's equipment, it was
I could
accessible.
not find an actual belay pin, so it's
Uh,
probably effectively a club, yes.
or
Because
like
that's what a belay pin is.
Mhm.
if you wanted a boarding pike, that also would have been available.
Yeah, but the pin's probably more easier to
Yeah, the pin
conceal
can
and
be
hide.
concealed. I think they'd
Oh yeah,
notice
yeah, yeah.
her with a 10 foot. What are you doing with that?
No, that's absolutely fair. So that's absolutely fair. Okay, so you guys head off onto
I
the.
appreciate it though, Justin, but I think, yes, as players, we're going to have to say, yeah, someone might say something about why are you carrying a pike?
Yeah, especially if you're not on the ship.
Yeah,
Like you're a couple steps away from any sort of deniability.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any illusion spell, so we can't make it look like a real pike.
So, yeah,
Oh, like
effectively,
the fish. Okay. Komarov is able to retrace his steps from last night, and you guys find a little ledge where it's sort of broken away as you can see where the wall hits the actual island and it goes down into water underneath. And he is able to show you sort of where the footsteps are. There's still just a little bit of the powder that Magnus spread for the trap. going down, but some of it has been degraded by just sort of the spray of the water coming in and going out over the last few hours. But logistically, how many other places are there? How many directions are there to go from sort of here?
Yeah.
So we're going to need sort of survival to be able to traverse the area, and then or athletics checks to just sort of be good at climbing to get over this from everyone. A group check. So we're just looking for a number of successes.
Okay.
24 is great.
Mm-hmm.
Strong boys.
And then there's Magnus.
Amazing. So every time, so you guys are climbing like seasoned professionals. Tivin, athletic, trained. Katha, you grew up in the jungle. Climbing is like a pastime for just anyone. And Komarov, the gorilla, the gorilla combatant from a war forward sort of people, also very strong and being able to like go across all kinds of different terrains. Climbing so weakly behind everyone is Magnus. Weak scholarly wrist.
I'm
And he's
pretty
having
sure
to
we
like,
tied him to us.
yeah, no, and yeah, he's
Magnus, just
climbing
hold on to
down
my
to like,
shield. Jesus. My shield is climbing better than you, buddy.
I mean, he could have followed the expert, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because
but
Katha
with
is an
that,
expert.
So is Tim. I think we all
even
are.
with that, all of you are able to lead Magnus painstakingly down to a little indent where Komarov, you can see that like it's hard to tell. There's a place in the water that's you guys climbed down to like a little um, sort of like one of those wave pools, just sort of like the outcropping on the edge of
Oh, a
this
tide pool.
cliff face. Yeah, and then you can see where the rock steeply drops down into like immediately deep water after this. But there's this little resting place down here, and you're not seeing any cave really. But Komarov, you can see a spot where the water is just a little calmer, suggesting that that's a low. Like there, you would have to go underwater
Mhm.
but not for very long. So the cavern is sort of stopped by this water. And at a lower tide, you might be able to see it, but you're like sort of in between right now.
Okay. Looks like we swim.
One more set of checks.
One
They
sec,
are
one sec,
simple
one sec.
checks.
Protect your books, Magnus.
Okay. I only have one air bubble.
Let's see here.
Komarov, you
Wow.
guys not
What the hell?
not swimmers.
Our
And yet,
party is not great with the sea,
That's
but
funny.
Magnus has read up how to swim.
and it's funny because I
yeah.
was swimming great the other day.
Yeah. Okay, so you're not going to fail to get into the cave, but you do go down with bad timing with the waves.
Oh, sure.
And the three of you are all going to take 7 bludgeoning damage.
Awesome.
Just sort of getting knocked around. Magnus waits for the right moment to dive down and just so elegantly, like, comes up out of the water behind all of you three. You've got, like, bruises on your head and, like, sprained ankles. And then he comes out, arching his back, whipping his hair. He's like, not tired from the arduous climb down because you all did all of the work.
It's
Yeah.
because Magnus needs to protect his books, so he's like in and out of the water as quick as possible.
Efficient.
As 500 pounds of stone just hits the water.
Yeah, Tiven hits the ground and is sort of like scraped, climbing up to where you guys need to go.
Some sailor above us is like, "Are we under attack? What was
Yeah.
that explosion?"
Tivin falls, and you hear an actual whistle as the wind goes through the mouth on his shield. Christ.
And you guys come up into a dark cavern with the only light really coming through, refracted from the ocean that you've just now come through. You guys crawl up through sort of a narrowing into a more open cave. Everyone make perception checks.
Magnus has no view, right?
Yeah, neither does
What?
Katha. She
Oh,
smells it
right.
though. Whatever it is, she's like, it's right there. Yeah, Katha has scent, but probably can't see anything.
K-Thought, you can smell this, and Tivin, this is almost exactly what you were looking for. Um,
Awesome.
so you guys come up through this sort of narrowing into a larger room. K-Thought, immediately you can smell the like distinct, oily, acidic smell. This is the chamber with the Smert'zhuk in it. And it's just around sort of this corner that you can barely. Who has dark vision? Got Tivin.
I
I
believe
don't
just the
believe
orc
I
and
do.
Tivin.
Komarov does.
Yeah.
Komarov does. So, Komarov, you're looking for footprints, which are not there because of, the ocean.
Water.
The ocean made sure there's no footprints here that you're looking for. So you're still looking for dry flower prints. So you don't see anything. K-Thought, you can immediately smell this acidic smell. Tivin, you see that filling the room, sort of against both walls. None of you have seen anyone come down here. The door that they have locked has remained so. You've been setting up watches. You identified the door. You could hear like this nasty keening, almost a whistling sound coming from the area that would be beyond the door. So you know sort of where you are in lineup to the rest of the fort. So you can see that this room is full of like desiccated, half-eaten food. And like bags and like burlap sacks that have been like turned out, and like there's like pieces of bread and like and sort of like piles of acidic vomit as well. And the second you two realize where you are, you can hear this sort of creaking, sort of sloshing sound of something sort of in the water in the cavern. How does everyone want to behave? How does everyone want to act?
Um,
I think Katha wants to get light on something.
that's
'Cause she
definitely
absolutely doesn't want to be in the dark. So she has light herself, so she can put it on something.
describe. So I know there's water. Describe the terrain again. Is there? We're like in a cave, but there's also like a cellar almost that leads up and stairs that lead up to like another doorway.
Yeah, so you don't have eyes on that. It's around sort of a weird corner. So you've come up through an underside that leads down into the ocean, and you're coming up through a natural crevice that leads into a room that they just use to like gather spring water or to keep things cold.
Okay.
So the terrain is where you are around the corner is totally natural, just a water weathered cave floor and like ceiling. It's kind of tight, but it's definitely big enough for you all to sort of stand up in. And then you see that there's just food detritus cast everywhere in front of you, and seeming to also go around the corner where you can hear the sound of a creature. K-Thought, you cast light, and there is no reaction because you know these creatures are blind. They don't have eyes.
Yeah.
All right.
So do you run in and like are you trying to kill it, or are you trying to just look in the room?
I do think it would be smart for Tivin to, I don't want to say sneak up, but edge up to the corner and kind of peek out and see what they are.
If there's more
Because
than
he
one.
had the good perception and he has dark vision, so he'd be able to see.
Yeah. So go ahead and give me either survival or stealth
All right.
to sort of just make this a calm approach, no drastic movements.
Yeah, my survival is 1 higher than stealth, so I'm gonna attempt survival, and basically I'm just gonna blend myself into the natural stonework as best as possible, and hope.
17 is pretty good. So Tibin inches up, looking around the corner, and you see that there's even more food right around this dark, sort of tinted, like, you know, that black that's also green. It's like so dark. Tibin wouldn't be able to tell really, but you guys sort of know what their sort of shells look like. Tivin doesn't have occultism, does he?
Trained? No, no, I don't. I think the
Go
word
ahead and
religion.
roll it anyway, just because you
Okay.
have encountered these creatures before.
Yeah, no
Um,
worries. Hey, not bad.
Tivin, you don't really get anything meaningful except that it looks really different from the last ones you saw. It is notably bigger. Like
Right.
like they come out like you fought some that were small size. The biggest you've seen were medium. This one is on the small side of large, and it's sort of just got chains on its legs, and it's like in a sort of position,
So
like it's
you using nature, knowing creatures, especially underground creatures, as say as well as Tivin would. He doesn't know a lot,
yeah.
because he's not a scholar like Magnus is, but knowing that he has seen them burst out of a body fresh, knowing that he has seen slightly bigger, older, like I don't want to say mature ones, but like adolescent ones being small to medium, could he kind of put two and two together in his head and just think this is
If
most likely an adult?
if you want to roll nature at a sort of higher DC,
Sure,
I'll let you retry that.
absolutely.
So you still don't get any specifics of like the mechanical differences of the creature, but with a 16, I will tell you that like Tivin, you know, your people live underground, like, and there is a level of depth where there sort of stops being insects, sort of, and that's while that's meaningfully deep, you would have encountered them during like any sort of mining or part of like whatever your ecosystems are. Creatures that operate in a hive have two ways that they propagate. You're
Okay.
either born a queen or you are prevented from sexually maturing because of proximity to something that is the queen.
Right.
So this one, you've seen some that you would say definitely were adults, like the ones you've seen that were small, they were like soft shelled. They don't
Okay.
look like they molt and grow forever. This one looks like it is a different kind, and it might be mid transformation or emaciated. You're seeing a lot of food waste, like whoever was stealing the food doesn't have access to what they need to eat. Um, but I will give you this, uh, Tivin, you did a lot of math on sort of heading up, looking through the pantry and talking to the cooks and like holding what you know about this infection close, that they are compelled to eat double. but one of the people had recovered. She was no longer eating double, and they certainly weren't feeding a slave double. You're looking at enough food that this thing is eating 2 people's worth of food, and there's some missing somewhere else.
Okay.
So the amount of food you were looking for missing did account for 3 infected people, but the
And that,
reality was most of that was coming to this thing, trying to keep it growing.
okay. Um,
And as of right now, um, so you do have dark vision,
I
and
was to say, do I see anything else in that room?
yeah, we'll ride that perception because the scene hasn't changed. So you don't need to be good at nature, occultism, or anatomy to notice there are in fact, you watch it lay an egg,
Oh, Christ and crackers. Okay.
and you see that there's residue from missing eggs. Like it lays an egg in a spot that looks like it has the same kind of mucus and like webbing sort of that you've seen them wrap people up in. So this thing's been laying eggs, someone's been bringing it food, and someone's been taking away the eggs.
Okay.
And as of right now, it has not noticed you and seems to be in sort of a torpor. It's just sort of leaned back and almost uncomfortably, it looks like it squeezes out this like one like coconut-sized egg.
Okay. But it is chained, and Tibin can put 2 and 2 together, and kind of in his head, just kind of okay, it's fixed. Like it can't like scurry off and attack us in our current position or anything like that. And he doesn't see anybody else in the chamber presently.
No, you don't see any humanoids or any other.
Okay.
You don't see bodies either. Like they've been feeding this thing food.
Right. Well, and yeah. Well, as far as we know, they don't eat bodies. Like they inhabit bodies. Right.
You've not really
We haven't
examined
really
them staying
seen-
alive once they've hatched.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
They hatch
You've either
tend to get very violent.
Yeah, you've only ever seen them in combat or immediately as they've erupted.
But they do seem to be carnivorous.
Right. Okay.
They do bite very hard. So
Yeah. So I'll just fall
So
back
you're-
and I'll explain this to everybody, in a whisper. Hey, this is what's there.
Should we just kill it? It's strange that it was left alive in the first place.
I agree,
Is.
and I think
Yeah.
that somebody is doing something with the egg.
Yeah,
whether
but
it's
who?
spreading the plague or whether, no clue.
Because is it Dodge himself?
Dodge was the one who had us come in, right?
That doesn't mean
Yeah.
he's not the one doing
No,
it.
correct.
He's just trying to get straight who Dodge was.
Yeah,
But yes,
Admiral Dodge.
Admiral Dodge.
Okay.
I
you guys
worry
square
that
up
we
and-
don't have a way out of here once we do this. And we need a way out of here with Alexandra.
Yeah.
yeah, you don't
I mean-
necessarily know. You know these things operate on like this weird high frequency. Sort of open questions are people going to notice that you're down here fighting this thing? Or is it going to pop anything off? You've got missing eggs, and Kathaw does know there's at least one other hatched one roaming around.
Yeah.
The other option is to just wait here. The last person will likely, the short one we aren't sure of, will likely come back.
But at night, like most likely.
Right.
It's like 10 a.m.
It's a long time, but
It is. But we have privacy here.
Yeah.
I
And
can
it's not a
send a
bad idea.
message to the St. Caprice.
I can do my best for some sort of false wall, I suppose. Create some more earth. Cave will be a
Bet-
little snugger.
between you and the creature.
Um,
Just to give us a better.
just so
Like-
that we're not as obvious camped out. Around where the pool exited.
Yeah, so you guys are cramped in what is like it's like tight closet sized, and you're I guess
I
one of
think
you
we
is
need to
small.
move out of this.
Yeah.
You could stay here, but it would be I think it would be fair to make some checks against being enfeebled just from muscle cramps.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'd say we move back outside.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
gonna send my
I
dream
don't-
message now. While in here.
Yeah.
So let's see. Spells. So I can read it. Oh, we'll send that outside because I'm not gonna sit in here 10 minutes.
Yeah, so you guys go back out to sort of this tide pool landing
Mhm.
at
Yeah.
the bottom of this cliff. There's lots of silly little wiggly things and crabs running around on the rocks and into the pools.
Yeah, crabs are a good meal.
There. Magnus can heat them up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boil some water.
Okay, that just grabs them and eats them.
Yeah. Some of us can't do that.
As she crunches with on one fair.
I'll take you to a crab boil. It's gonna change your life. Wait till we introduce you to butter.
Butter is extraordinary.
Who do you send the
Isn't
message
that
to?
cow milk?
Trundle milk, of course.
Sure.
Oh yeah, Trundalo. My bad.
Mhm.
Oh, let me double check.
I believe the lyrics of Middleton use cows.
Probably to Captain Elisa.
Yeah, that sounds good.
What does your message say?
Oh yes, I have to have words, don't I?
You have 150 of them.
I have 150 of them.
What do you
And-
say to convince a privateer that you need help in an urgent way in a dream?
In a dream, yeah, that's an interesting thing.
Also, daylight saving or not daylight? What's it called? 24-hour daylight cycle. So, are they 3 or 4 hours behind us? So they're still technically asleep.
Nah, they're
I
definitely
mean,
in
they
the
can
same
get
spot.
it when they fall asleep. That's the great thing about it.
Well, I know, but I'm saying if they're on the other side of the planet, it would be nighttime.
How would they be on the other side of the planet?
Casey, I didn't say they were. I was just saying, if there's a 24-hour light cycle like there is on our Earth,
Uh-huh.
because it's planetary wide. I didn't say they
Uh-huh.
were. I was just making a comment, man.
Okay. Maybe I'm not understanding what you meant.
No, I was just making a comment.
That's
Like,
fair.
So
Okay.
every 15 degrees, because technically I don't know what our planet is. We haven't decided.
Mhm.
But every 15 degrees is 1 hour. If
Yeah.
it was 45 degrees, say I don't know where they would be, Worms Rest or something, because they're a privateer or Restrov or
Wow,
wherever.
they would be a long way if they went to Worm's Rest.
Well, I know. I'm just I don't know.
Speculating.
I mean, again,
Worm.
they seem to ply the waters within the bay.
Right.
So, and the bay is big. So we can assume they're somewhere in the area a few days away from us at worst.
Yeah.
Now I've gotten distracted and I don't remember what. Okay,
You
I
have 150
remember
words.
what I have 150 words to tell people we really need some help. So what is said?
You don't got to give me like an exact 150 words.
I know.
Just how intense do you come out the gate?
How intense? I mean, probably not.
The first 5 words are ah.
Screaming.
It would be she would tell them, discovered a secret pirate base. She would give navigational directions because we did figure that out by looking at the stars. And she would explain that there is a very dangerous queen bug here, and we need to evacuate the island and alert any of the elven fleet we can about these pirates' location.
Is there any ability for them to respond? I'm not seeing that.
Nope.
Okay.
As far as I can say, it's a one-way. Yep, the message is one way. So they cannot respond to me. Unless they hire someone to respond to me.
All right. So Kathaw sits down, does some meditation, sends this message off. It doesn't say you're aware when they, if they get it either. Hoping that
No,
Captain
no.
of the
As
St.
soon
Caprice
as they
is
receive it,
still asleep.
the spell ends and you know the message was sent.
Oh, there we go.
So I know she got it when that happens. Now, it doesn't tell me she understood what I said. It just said, I know she got it.
Okay, cool. So I rolled a d12 to determine what what time Captain Elisa wakes up, and I rolled a 12. So you are incredibly lucky. You get confirmation that the dream got sent out right now.
Well,
But
Katha looks
she's
at
not
everyone
even
and
gonna
is.
wait.
Katha just looks at everyone and says, okay, they know what I've told them, but we have no way of them contacting us back without some spellcasting on their own.
Cool. What can Magnus do?
I don't have any messaging type powers.
All right. Well, we need to decide what we're going to do. Take a couple days minimum, if not longer, to actually accentuate any rescue, I guess. So,
I think we're
nice
going to have
backup.
to effect our own rescue.
Correct. That's what I was going to say. Like, it's a good backup just in case. And maybe it'll
And
be
I
a.
can always send another one every day.
Oh, yeah, right.
Small favor, but I kind of miss Raven spell right now.
Yeah.
So,
what do we do?
are we beating this thing to death tonight?
I would like it to lay less eggs. I also don't hate the idea of waiting to see who or what comes back.
I don't. I like the idea of seeing if we can find the other Smert'zhuk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then beating this one to death after we beat that one to death.
Yeah. As far as I can tell, it's chained, so I don't think it can go anywhere.
It also seems, from what you said, it seems to be starving slowly.
Yeah, I think I don't want to call it an interrogation tactic, but it's effectively what I think they're doing, keeping it weak and capable of only doing one thing, which is laying the eggs. I worry why they're taking the eggs. I mean, I know why, but
I mean, again, is what you're saying implies that Dodge is doing this, and I don't think he is.
oh, I wasn't implying Dodge at all. I'm just saying
Okay, then I
there's more
misunderstood
than
you.
one crew here. Well, I haven't said his name except for the one time, but there's more than one ship here. There's more than like what 4 partial crews or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
there are 4 ships, a little more than 4 worth of crew.
yeah, and then I know he's like the admiral over the I want to call them pirates, but
The Iron Crow.
yeah. That doesn't mean that there isn't something nefarious going on underneath his nose.
Yeah, agreed.
That's all I'm saying.
But
But
Dodge
who's
would
doing
make
it?
a lot of sense.
Dodge would make sense.
Yeah.
He was the last one to fight it, and he didn't kill it. He took the time to chain it up and lock it up. And now he's trapped all of his crew here to root out the infection, which gives a good amount of time, a way for it to spread.
Why? Yeah, but why would he? Isn't he the one who enlisted us? Like, why would he do that?
Yes.
Cover story
I
is what I
think
think he's saying.
Say it again.
Cover story.
I would guess that he hired us to do it because then we might be blamed for it.
All again, cover story and scapegoat.
Mhm.
Also valid.
If you want to investigate Admiral Dodge's motivations, he does have a room. You know him to be someone to write things down. From your first meeting, his handwriting was really specific. So if you want to try and break into some rooms or do something like that, you could prowl around to the last areas you didn't have access to. Otherwise, you could just wait for the next guy to come up and be done with it, and hope it's not a supervillain plan and it's just casual idiocy.
I mean, I'd like
I
it to
think.
be casual idiocy.
I mean that. Well, idiocy is always casual in my estimation. Um, I wouldn't be adverse to remaining here if you guys wanted to. I think the 3 of you are more stealthy than I am.
Oh
Although to be
no,
fair, I
I'm
don't know about
not.
Magnus. Oh, I don't know.
No, I am
It may
not.
just be me.
I'm okay.
I think Komarov is trained.
Yeah, I'm trained.
Yeah, I think I'm also trained.
Then you're better than
Tech-
me. I'm
Yeah, I was like,
not
and then
trained.
technically, I don't take any minuses due to my strength.
Yep.
I think I'm
So
at a
see, I'm at
4.
a
Yeah, that's right.
0.
Oof.
I do not stealth. I am more than happy to wait and see what you guys come up with. If you guys can copy anything, that would be even better, because I could use scribing lore on anything you bring me copies of.
Yeah, I have crafting. I probably won't be great at copying, but I can at least get the
I
gist
just
of it.
need
So
the direct, exact wording. I don't need a
that's fair.
complete transcription of it in his handwriting. The words are what I need.
That's fair.
I will hang out here.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, and you could survive on the shitty food. So
I think this stuff is great.
I, yeah, and also crabs.
I think someone just threw that up.
No, no, that was a crab.
Well, you're on the outside of the cave now.
Yeah, we're not inside. He said crabs and stuff, and I mean, if it moves and it wiggles, Keitha thinks it's perfectly valid to eat. except for maybe the kelp.
All right, so you guys decide to leave Katha as a sort of forward scout down here on this little landing area. And you guys are all going to go back upstairs to see, or not upstairs, back, scale the cliff again to see what's happening and see what information you can find. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get those athletics checks.
Come on, roll 20.
Oh wow.
Well, that was good. Solid.
Yeah. It had to be me.
Can Katha give him a boost?
Well, so since there's
It's
only
fair
three
if you
people
say
going
no.
up, well, the standard rule for checks and the idea that only 3 people are going is that only half the people need to pass, so it does still pass.
Okay.
But this time, Komarov is the one lagging back.
It's very
You
different
guys,
going up.
yeah, Komarov gets lost. Okay, so you guys scale back up the cliff onto where the sort of backside of the, I guess, assigning facing is mostly just to say there's like 2 main entrances because there are ships on either side. It's just not a huge docking situation.
I
So
mean,
there's
you
some
could
on one
always
side,
use
some on
north,
the other.
south, east, west.
Yeah.
Yeah.
South side of the island. Come back up. Head back inside. What is everyone doing?
Eating.
During the sort of, yeah. So Katha's eating crabs.
Yeah, I think Tiven's just gonna remain. I mean, he's a surveyor. He's a protector. So just being perceptive to make sure. Keep an eye out for everybody's like body language towards the 3 of them.
Okay.
Lookout is I mean, I don't know how to explain it. Like just making sure nobody like launches an attack without their knowledge.
No, I think that makes sense.
Yeah,
You're
bodyguard.
just taught.
Yeah.
Komarov?
Let's see. First, before I forget, I'm going to tap up a little water for the damage I took.
Yeah, I think Katha's gonna heal herself as well. I forgot about
And,
that.
Yeah. Komarov, it would be out of character for Komarov to do this any other way. So, he's going to try and seek an audience with Admiral Dodge. He has questions.
Okay. And then Magnus.
I'll go with Komarov to talk to the pirates.
All right. Is Tivin just going to stand sort of on the outside of the room?
Probably, I think that would be the. I mean, obviously, if there's armed guards or something in the room, but I don't imagine there would be.
Yeah, Dodge had his sword, and the woman has her trident, but those are the only weapons we've seen.
Yeah, no, I think Tiven would go. The point is to be unarmed, or at least appear unarmed, but also unified. So I think he'll hang back by the door, but he certainly won't be waiting outside.
Okay, so let's get a group diplomacy check to try and get an audience with Admiral Dodge. And Tivin, because this is explicitly what you said you were going to be doing, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay, let's do diplomacy first, and hope I don't wait. Well, whatever. And perception.
Pretty good.
Perception. So Komarov and Magnus start talking their way, and you sort of like turn your back to look at everyone who is. It's always been busy here, but a lot of that has been people staying busy. Tivin, you're looking at people that are packing up to go, and you guys weren't told. and you get
Yeah.
a really bad feeling in your stomach when Komarov is loudly knocking on the door, sort of with Magnus being normal, talking like, "Hey, we've got stuff to report." The door opens, and shoot, what is her name? Oh, I forgot.
Oh,
Kynan. Kynan opens the door.
yeah, kind of.
And is looking at you guys asking for an audience. You have a bad feeling. Do you want to go in as a unit or do you want to stay out? As you notice that they're like getting ready to leave. The energy has changed here. They're no longer under orders to just hang out.
Oh man, you got do I noted this while they're knocking, or do I notice this like just before, like there's a change in the temperament of the people and I'm able to tell Komarov and Magnus like, hey.
Yeah, this is happening at the same time. So you're like tuning yourself to sort of look at body language, and the amount of busyness is just so hiked up, and people are carrying like things and supplies out that might normally even stay here.
And
And it was
that include
super easy for Magnus to get tools off the ship because they had been stocking it up.
right. I'll whisper this to Magnus, like, hey, the winds have shifted here. Like, um, how many ships were anchored currently? Just the two or
Thought
three?
it
There,
was four.
there are four. There are four. There are two small ones,
The two
named
we
after
came on.
birds. The middle-sized one, which you guys showed up on, and then the flagship, which is a full, huge, a gratuitously large, intimidating ship.
Okay,
A galleon.
Yeah, that's
and
what.
that and that's Dodge's ship, right?
Yes.
We believe so.
Okay. Well, fair enough. Yeah, yeah. Obviously, the admiral would be on the big ship,
Yes.
and all the ships, as far as we could tell, are being stocked, or just the. I mean, we won't
Uh,
know, I guess. Just the one
yeah, I
that
mean,
Magnus
you're
was able
looking
to
at everyone moving, and they're all sort of. The new thing is they're all doing the same thing, which is sort of taking things from inside the fort to outside the fort.
Right. It's like the division of not produce, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Flies. Okay. I, I mean, I'll tell Magnus, but Tiven has no understanding of what this means because this. I mean, his first time on water was like a week ago, so. But he knows
Well,
like hurrying, as far as like there's a shift in the winds, and
so
it
this
seems like
this would be Tiven would recognize it because it'd be the same as like when an army packs up to head out.
yeah.
Very
As I
same
was
feel.
as I was just saying, literally verbatim that.
Okay.
It's that. Yeah. So I was like, I will express that to Magnus in that there's definitely a change in the wind. There seems to be this I don't want to say hurry up and wait, but this methodology of packing things up, and it seems that there's a shift in the tempo of the whole. Like yesterday, they were ready to to get drunk and be stupid, and now everybody is active. So I don't know what
Right.
that means for the
Does
admiral or
Tiven
Ian.
think he'll be more useful in the room with the boys, or do you think you could find information or even set up contingency plans out here during the scrum? Because you're the one set on not talking, which is why I gave you the option.
Yeah, and as a guardian class, I
And
hate the
both
idea of
both
leaving
things are
them.
good.
No,
Yeah.
I know. As a guardian class, I hate the idea of leaving them to their own devices. As strong as I know that Komarov and Magnus can be, I don't know if shit hits the wind, if they're going to be viable. Like they're not meat shields like I am, but also the idea of getting. I mean, even if it is a fucking Carowinds or a small fucking rowboat, Like my brain is going, I have a million miles an hour trying to think of what I would do. And at the end of the day, I don't think Tiven would leave them alone. You know what I
That's
mean?
okay.
And he doesn't know enough about boats, which is part of my first point, to secure a vessel or anything like that, and then to get himself into another circumstance. I mean, if I at the end of the day, I don't have time to discuss this with Magnus and Komarov, and
Yeah.
he wouldn't leave. Like
Okay.
it, not in his protocol.
Yeah, so Kynan opens the door, looks down annoyedly at Komarov and Magnus. What are you guys saying as she opens the door?
I have questions for Admiral Dodge.
Boy, a lot of activity.
And does Magnus say anything?
I'm just gonna have this move in and like there seems to be quite the commotion going on.
All right, so with your diplomacy checks, that does get the foot in the door. And Kynan is sort of like, you have you. Oh, I forgot her accent. You have questions for the admiral. What do you need to know?
Well, can I talk, or are you going to beat me up this time?
I beat you up for doing a little too much talking. We gave you instructions that were fairly clear, and you broke them. Many. Yes, come in the room. She grabs you. You get the sense that she's going to beat you up again unless somebody talks her down from it. Talking is exactly the problem I had with you 2 days ago. So she shoves Komarov sort of across the room. And it's the same
Title.
sort of meeting room with like a nicely appointed chair on one side and like a table where all of the officers might be able to sit around. And Admiral Dodge is just sort of already menacingly sitting in his pirate throne with papers around him. His sort of like bald bald head and thick lower mane puffing out through an open shirt. So where there would be chest hair, it's just a continuation of like a
Me.
beard.
Nice. So she has a title. Is it first mate or bosun or anything like that?
She's the first mate of the admiral's ship, which makes her sort of de facto the second in charge of
command,
everything.
yeah.
Call her lieutenant.
Yeah, that's probably.
Yeah. I'll just I won't pull them apart, but I'll put my hand on her arm and be like, Lieutenant, that was 2 days ago. We've had plenty of time to investigate.
Okay. She looks over at Tivin, just sort of being cool, and she says, "Well, then it's finally time for us to hear a report. Then," and she backs off from Komarov, sits heavily down in a chair next to the admiral, and he, not speaking, presents both of his hands like elbows on the table, and just sort of grunts. Where do you start?
Well, we have been busy with many things. We have discovered a few infected among your crew. Some worse than others. One of your slaves blew up, and they handled that, I heard. Nice fire. Anyway, and then we were tracking a small person in your crew, we're not sure who seems to be feeding this creature, and I want to know why you spared it. You took the time to chain it up. It is laying eggs, and its little servant is trying to spread them as fast as it can. Who we will find, hopefully tonight. But I want to know, from everything I understand, you were the one who fought it. Why didn't you kill it?
So This is going to be another diplomacy check. If someone wants to help, they do need to say something. That's what I'm going to say. He does not seem like he's very. Your reputation is poor enough that he's not exactly ecstatic about you asking him questions. But this does lead to answers that might help him through you, technically.
Yeah. Tim is not very diplomatic, but he will step forward and be like, I want to word this appropriately. Obviously, you are the Admiral, and this is your island, and we can't imagine anything would happen here without your regard. Simply all that my friend is saying. We're not accusing you of anything, just that if we have found something, it's either by your purview, in which case we would like that information, or it isn't, in which case you would like that information. Oh Christ! Can I hero point that just cause?
You can hero point that if you would like.
I got to roll better than a 2. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. I in fact do not have to roll better than a 2.
Okay.
No.
wow.
So Tivin tries to be really proper, follow protocol, and sort of give a nod to the station, but this guy wields his station physically, and it seems to rub him sort of the wrong way. So Komarov, go ahead and roll that. It'll be with -1, unfortunately, from that critical fail from Tivin.
Yeah.
Yay.
Let's see. I might as well try. 0, 1, 3.
Forgot to type it.
It was the same
Yeah.
number again because you didn't type anything, Anthony.
Yeah.
That's
That's the
right.
super. That's
That's
the new
the superstition. Well, it's a superstition that we feel has been
Yay!
confirmed.
Just out of curiosity. It won't count. I am curious. Come on, motherfucker!
You gotta let it know you're being heroic, otherwise it shafts you every time. Instead of just 2/3 of the time, it just shifts down. So he stands
Yeah.
up and he doesn't give you any direct answers, but he's sort of now just standing with his hands on the corners of the table, and you can sort of feel the weight of him pushing down on the table. Is everyone just standing?
Yeah.
Except for Kynan, who he stands up and she seems coiled, like waiting for just a sign from him. And you guys didn't beef it up, but he sort of looks over at Komarov and he says, I asked I got a report that there were people that knew what was going on with something that I had encountered and chosen not to destroy, unlike so many people that would call me the monster that I rightfully am. Again, we are proud. The Iron Prow is proud of how evil they are. He puts his finger on the table and taps it down. He says, but we are also able to operate as brutally as we can because we are smarter. You destroy every new thing that comes before you, Orc. You ruin things before you know whether or not they can be used. Because if it wasn't for my stupid teenage agent that you saved from a stinking hole full of undead and big, stupid insect monsters, I would have just taken it to the shore and seen where it came from. Maybe try to figure out if it'll show me the way. But here I thought you might be able to do that instead, so I went with a safer option. Put it in a closet, it's behind a door. He didn't say, the stupid teenage boy said they got like, he gestures with his arms, it's like, a normal, medium-sized person. He said they got like this big. He didn't say he was gonna grow 17 feet tall and start shitting out eggs.
Uh-huh.
Queens do that, Admiral.
And now you know better, and yet it is still alive. You are like a person who is saying, "Oh, I want to find a way to use this for my own advantage," and then covers yourself in lamp oil and says, "This is the way to do it." This is nothing but self harm. Using other things, other people, for your strength? Sure, everyone understands that. You left this dangerous thing not knowing how bad it was going to be, and now your crew is slowly going to succumb to them. Like, yes, I will kill it. Why wouldn't I? It is a threat. Trying to, uh, trying to use something because you think it's strong? That's nonsense.
If it was thinking and reasoning, maybe. But it is none of those things. Admiral, even you have to understand that folly.
He stands up, he walks towards all of you, knocks on the door that was closed behind you, and he says, "Well, I did something right, because you killed one problem, we found the other, you're not subtle, and you just told me that the last guy is small, so everyone small is staying on the island with you guys, and you can stay with the bug monsters we've been packing for 17 hours. Two big pirates come in through the door. Kynan stands up, and they're going to grapple and bind you guys. Is this going to be a fight?
Hmm.
I mean,
It,
reasonable
if
expectation. Could we win
if the
this
answer
fight?
is no, you can figure it out. If the answer is yes, it's gonna get loud fast.
I'm not interested in the fight. Because I'm confident that Keitha will find us, or we will effect our own escape.
Yeah, it's a
Magnus is pretty good with his fingers.
yeah. I like our odds against creatures. He said,
Yeah.
what did he say? 17? Was that the number he
17
just said?
hours.
Oh, 17
So
hours. Oh,
yeah,
I thought he
so
said like
basically in the middle of your guys' sleep cycle, they start like the night guys started loading up, and then during the time you guys were climbing, they just continued loading up.
okay. But by what he said, basically he's abandoning the island and the things. Like he's not trying to infect the rest of the world. He's just burnt,
Abandoning,
scorched earth.
yeah, scorched earth.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so his hand was just general greed, weird paranoia. You've announced to him that you can't use it because they don't operate normal.
Yeah.
You've rooted out the things he said. You weren't quiet enough to have hid it from him so that you're holding those cards. They followed you and saw Kathaw talking to the one person and you guys figuring that out. And then you just said the size, which is the least common amount of crew, is small sized, left. He's just going to abandon all of them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So he's just leaving because he knows he's taking only clean people with him
He
at
doesn't
this
even
point,
know
and he's just gonna.
that.
Well, no, but
He
like
doesn't
Truth be
know
told,
that, but he believes that you guys have been working just against the way he wanted you to be working for the last like 6 days.
I
He's like,
mean,
you can do it. You can clear the island. We're bailing.
we might have to.
yeah, it's all
That's
valid.
fine.
Yeah, so two more pirates come in. They very methodically sort of bind all of you, shackles just like the slaves. They take you into the pens where all of the slaves are now gone, but Leoxandra and the elf that you had identified are chained up in the room now. And you are chained up alongside them. They're also leaving the giant baby, which I only mentioned a single time. There is a baby giant that is bigger than Komarov in its own cage, separate from everyone else. They're just not taking it.
Hmm. Hey, Alexandra.
Hello. He's so tired. He's just been in here. Like they said that if I called out for help, they would hit me and you. And I know you can take it, but I really can't, so I stayed quiet.
Yeah, it's fine. I think I solved things pretty well.
Did you
Uh,
figure it all out? You did.
Mostly. The
Did
Admiral was kind of stupid. He thought he could control something uncontrollable. Oh, by
Yes,
the
him
way, and
coming
that,
asking you for help does seem to have been his downfall now, doesn't it?
yes, I did, through words alone, get quite a number of their killed. It was most impressive. Maybe I should take up police work in Minroth then.
I'm sure you could probably get some stuff done, but I
Think
think
of all the nerds I could kill with my words alone. I am
with
quite
just
gifted.
yes, that is the goal of policing. After all, we know that, me and you.
Yep.
Uh,
But yeah, there's still a big queen bug on the island that we have to kill, just for safety. So,
he looks surprised and he says, "What do you mean a queen?"
uh, well, she was laying eggs. I assume it's a she. I
You know,
never
that
actually
makes
thought.
sense. He starts to nerd out on hive structures and he says, actually, most of them are by default female. They're just about sexual maturity especially with the way. You know what? That's not important right now. You're right.
No, no, it's good. Keep going. It
You're
keeps us
you're
calm.
yeah. He lectures for a long time. How long does everybody wait until? And progressively throughout the day, um, you see them bring like all of the halflings in. Also
Wasn't there
chain
an
them up,
orc?
but he's. I don't remember there being an orc. I know there's an orc on the Saint Caprice.
Yeah.
Every small-sized creature.
Mhm,
They bring all the little guys in, um, also chained up, and these guys are already gagged.
mhm.
No, we'll just keep an eye out for any of them that look sickly.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a perception or medicine check.
Alexander, make a medicine check.
Yes, Alexander will make a medicine check. He is here now. His
Yay!
medicine is quite good. Alexandra rolls a 26.
Nice.
Um, you don't see a sick, small-sized humanoid in the room.
That's fair.
Um, so Alexandra identifies that nobody appears to be sick. He says, "I think they didn't get the one guy, so he's either hiding on the ship or somewhere that they can't find him." You said they're
Mhm,
gonna ditch all of the little guys.
mhm.
Hmm.
Well, that's his fault. For such a big, strong bro, he has very thin skin.
Yeah, and a very
That
smooth
does
brain.
that does tend to be the way with people that gravitate towards these sort of over like dictatorship style things. I think he thinks he's in charge of all of these hundreds of people. Is it hundreds? I don't know very much about how many people go on a boat. But you think you're in charge of all these people, and all of a sudden that makes you infallible, of course.
Mhm.
How are we going to survive if they leave us here and you say there's lots of Smert'zhuks?
Uh, well, and he gestures to the other halflings. Well, now we have allies. And, well,
We-
I
yeah,
don't want to discuss any plans until they leave. Because, you know, I'm hoping, I have a hope that is outside somewhere eating crabs.
And then we move to Katha. Katha, how long do you wait until you start to feel weird? Do you have any method of knowing what's going on in the fort?
I mean, if there's stuff going on, she's got to be able to see at least one of the ships. Is that not true?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Fair enough.
You've got a pretty good line of sight to just sort of like the back half of one of the ships, and you do over the course of a few hours see a lot of commotion going on. This because the last few days, like the majority of crew weren't even allowed near the ships.
Hmm. Her thoughts are okay, if they leave. No, she would let them leave because she would be like, that makes my life a lot easier. She feels really confident that she can survive here and that the St. Caprice will find her. So she's going to wait for the ships to leave at this point. And she's kind of hoping they do. But she's probably also going to start trying to stay out of line of sight to that ship.
Yeah, so you get just a little more into this little alcove. Um, so tide comes up and down, and I think at the highest, it's like kind of getting really hard to be on this weird little outcropping. Do you go in or up?
I think I'd go in.
Okay, yeah, especially with just one person.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of, because we already did this one time. Go ahead and make an athletics check. Okay, you're good. It's a little easier when the water's high. You just duck down, swim through. There's a little more water in this dumb little crack that you found, and you can again hear this thing sort of just existing around the corner. There's not like breathing, like they don't do that. Um, not in the way that we can identify,
Yeah.
not like a mammal. Um,
No, that's fine.
but you're back in this musty room. So you guys are all just sort of waiting for the ships to leave.
I will get a light out
Okay, yeah, you get light out, so you're not
in the dark. Yeah,
just in
I
the dark
have
there, so
smell,
you're ready that
but
way.
if I need to start wailing on something, I want to see it.
Yeah. What is that light on? Just so that everyone knows.
Probably your breastplate.
Okay. So you light yourself up, looking shiny, looking heroic, and then you hunker down in this weird little crevice, waiting for something to happen. Um, is anyone going to be doing anything, being conniving at all? Leoxandra is very nervous, and a lot of the halflings are like, and like whatever the 2 or 3 orcs there are like sweating. They don't want to be left on the island, and it's now super. I wouldn't say it's common knowledge, like nobody knows what's going on, but there's like the rumors that they're gonna leave us here to be eaten by some sort of monster. Just low tones. A lot of them are bruised. A lot of them are like, had to get subdued before being dragged in here.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Um, yeah. Uh, Komarov will. This will not get the +2 because that's only against one person. But Komarov, like, is this cage big enough to stand in?
You can stand. You're not in a cage. You're just chained to the back of a room.
Oh, okay.
But you're chained to everyone else in the room as well. Like the chains go through the manacles, kind of thing.
All right.
So you're all chained to the back wall together on a chain that's connected to the wall, sort of all
Like
the
a
time. Yeah, the
Robin
only
Hood.
thing in a cage is the giant baby.
Okay.
You really should say baby giant.
Baby giant,
Mm-hmm.
yes. It is both.
I mean, I
It is both.
understand, but
You are correct.
literary, it's
Yeah,
baby giant.
yeah, baby
Because
giant.
you're calling a giant a baby.
So,
Listen and we don't judge.
Komarov will start, like, you know, firm, angry voice. Hey, all of you, shut up. This is the life that you signed up for? Yes, there is bugs that will try to kill us, but now we are together. Your weak admiral has fled this island because he fears them, because he thought he could use them, and he sacrificed a lot of you to this bug god. But we will survive, because I'm in charge now, and I am competent and powerful, and we're just gonna.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a diplomacy or intimidation. Uh,
Nah, I don't
so
have any more hero
this is
points.
not going to help, but
Mhm.
Leoxandra is going to try and help. He gets a natural one. He gets a natural one. So you give this speech, and they're like, "Who even are you?" They don't. They're just not receptive to your cool. I liked it. I
I
liked
know.
it.
It's
um,
a problem. I gotta learn to roll and then do my speech based on my
yeah,
roll.
fit
Yeah.
the speech to the role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so they're basically just quietly panicking. You see a couple of them trying to fiddle with their manacles, having very poor success, but they are sort of trying to get out of stuff. They're just not organized. Tivin, are
Can
you
I?
just waiting?
No, I mean, I want to wait until we are relatively alone, but I do want to try to break, twist the manacles and try to snap them.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll an athletic. I will say for Tivin, this will be loud if it works. That doesn't guarantee someone comes by, but it does give a chance that somebody comes in and sees that something is happening they don't want to be happening.
Yeah,
So
that's fine.
do you want to hold off on that, or do you want to just do it and pop off?
Um, I mean, I tried to do it while Komarov was giving a speech but it does make sense. I don't. Yeah. How? So we're. I mean, Keitha is ahead of time currently because she's waiting, or we're all. I guess technically we all kind of want to wait until they
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all want to wait until the pirates are gone.
Yeah.
So, just for the sake of things, I will move everyone to the map. I envisioned it with having a little more landmass, so don't let that dissuade you from what you've been imagining. But this is sort of the layout I've been using for the most part.
No,
Hmm,
nice.
No, you guys are in this room
Right.
over here. You're chained up.
Oh,
I've already
I
placed
see.
everything. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you guys are down
I
there.
see.
Alexandra is hard to see. His token is there.
Yeah, I see him.
Yeah, I see him.
Yeah,
There's like 10 other guys, little small sized guys in that room. Katha is up at the top there,
Yeah.
sort of just around the corner, feeling this thing exist there.
Yeah.
And the ships are sort of just on the outside of where you can see those walking piers there.
Yeah.
Just so we have a representation of what's going on. So Komarov is giving his speech. If you want to, like, snap the chain and then try to pass it off like nothing happened, or try to
Yeah,
dampen it, it's just another check. That's all I meant
it's
to
fine.
say.
I'm happy with both of those. So athletics to
Um,
try to break it, and then could I do crafting to sort of make it look like I'm stuck back in with the chain? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could use crafting instead of stealth or deception.
I'm
Okay.
gonna make a stone
Mm.
pry bar and toss it to Tiven. It says, "Here, this will help."
You
Okay.
have the ability to make stone tools.
Yeah. Through
Kinesis. Yeah.
my Earth Kinesis.
Yeah.
I forgot which one, but let's see.
All right.
But yeah, that's one of the things I can do.
So is that just a +1? I mean, I don't.
Plus,
I don't know if I need it, but
a +1 does make it a 20, and you do need a 20. So
oh,
you
nice.
stick this stone bar through
Like
one of the links,
in between
twist
one
it
of my
up.
wrists, and I just arm
You
wrestle it into it, just snap.
you just snap it, so you have a lot more movement than everyone else. You are effectively free. Now go ahead and make that craft check to try and hide it. So the sound resounds.
Yep.
And go ahead and give me a diplomacy uh, group diplomacy check to get the other people not to rat you out, or like even inadvertently, they're going to
Yeah.
react. So
No, sure,
your
valid.
general vibe will calm them down.
Sure.
Who's all making this check?
It's a
Everyone
group
but
The three
one.
me.
people in the room.
Every-
Yeah,
Okay.
everyone but Keitha.
Okay.
Komarov's good. Magnus is not doing super well.
Gosh,
Alexandra gets a 22.
good for him. I was too busy wrapping my hands up in the chains.
Hmm.
Yeah, so two guys come in through, or it wouldn't be two guys, they're busy. One guy comes in and be like, "What's making all that racket?" And one of the guys is looking right at Tiven, and Tiven, you're like trying to loop the chain back through so it looks legit, and he just catches you full red-handed. So he is going to move towards Tiven. This is where it's going to get just so messy.
Okay.
We'll make this one a burglar. Okay. So this guy comes over and is like effectively sort of wrestling Tiven.
Sure.
K-Thought, you hear the this sort of emaciated Queen Smert'zhuk shuffle around, and the chains jangle, and you feel the room shudder a little bit as she starts to just pull her arms, trying to break through the chains. I'm now going to start making checks for her to break the binds. Everyone go and roll initiative.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I can't select my token.
Oh no. Can you drop in a new token?
I'll see.
I can only select Komarov's token.
Yes, I am
Everybody's
able to
coming.
drop in a new token.
Can you interact with
Yes.
Can you interact with that one? Okay. Is it the top or the bottom
It's
one?
the top one.
Okay. Cool. Is which Tiven is real? The bottom,
The
the
one that's
top one?
moving. Yeah.
Okay. Is everyone else good?
I just had a question for initiative. I'm
Uh,
gonna try and like um I'm gonna try and like trip the guy. Um so I'm gonna roll deception for initiative.
yes, that is totally fine. Because you
Okay.
were.
What the heck?
And of course roll that. Nothing in the middle. They've either been 15 or higher or 5 and lower.
Not gonna roll for some of these. There's a ton of things on there. We will bring them in if they come into play. So as of right now, we've got pirates get 18. Oh, oh my gosh, why is oh. I should have typed these out way earlier. I should have just had this ready already. Leonardo gets a 30 for no true reason at all. He's just high
Ready.
strung and ready to go off. And then the queen 40. The what do you have? Gets a 21. Okay, so the first thing that happens is the hive queen is going to try and break these chains. She needs these are better chains than what they have the slaves in, so she needs a 25, which she does not get on this first one. But the second one is really good. So, Katha, you hear things start to give, but she's not out yet. She spends her whole turn doing that. Leoxandra sees this guy coming for Tivin. This is the only guy that has reacted so far. He is going to attempt to trip this guy. No, he's going to use his one class ability, medical malpractice. So he finds out where this guy's weak, and when he gets to attack him, he'll get to add precision damage against him. But then his action is actually going to be just to try and he's just going to use his last actions to help give Komarov the help action. So he clocks this guy. Katha, are you going to be doing anything? You hear some big active thing right now coming from
Yeah, I
around the
think
corner.
she's probably gonna try and get out of the cave and get back up top.
Are you going out or are you going up the stairs? Because there's just a locked door at the top of those stairs.
How am I gonna get through a locked door?
You force
Kick
it
it over.
open.
Oh,
With what?
yeah. Oh,
You're
yeah.
strong.
Athletics.
Pray to-
No, you're right. I forget. That's the thing.
Mhm.
So, is it there? Would be the door?
Yeah, that's where the door would be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Magnus, you're not on the initiative tracker.
Oh no.
So she has to
I'm
double
at
move to get
16.
there. And yeah, she'll try and smash the door open.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an athletics check. Okay. So you bang against this door. Unfortunately, not making a ton of headway. So you run up the stairs
Yep.
as this thing starts thrashing against its chains, bounce off the door a little bit. Tivin, this guy's coming at you, but you can't. He's in base with you, and you are more free than everyone else is. In fact, I'll say you made the check. You're free.
Okay. Where's my shield? I don't obviously have it equipped because they took it from me. But where is it in conjunction with where I am?
I would say it's just like in the stuff on the other side of the room.
All right. All right. So let's a move there. Is that close enough to pick it up?
Yes.
All right. I believe it's a. I gotta double check this. I think it's an action to equip.
Yeah.
So you get up, you move past this guy. He doesn't have a deadly weapon out, but he is just going to sort of punch you in the face as you get up and move past him. I don't think a 14 hits you.
It does not.
Okay, yeah. So he takes a swing at you, like get back down, and he starts to yell a little bit. So
I
you've got
see.
your shield now.
Yep. And then I will. Hmm, one more action. I'm just trying to decide. Yeah, I'm gonna. I guess I'll get an Everstand stance. So I move my shield to both hands, and I get ready to pile drive him in the face. But that's my 3 actions.
Okay. So you get into your battle stance. It
Oh,
moves to here. This guy's yelling.
there we go.
So you guys are in this struggle. Leoxandra is sort of leaning on Komarov, just trying to help him do whatever Komarov is about to do. Tivin is in base to base with this guy who's hadn't drawn a weapon, but is like wrestling with you basically as you get your shield between him. Ketha is hammering on this door, and everyone sort of hears like really muffled this small voice with a thick accent. Tivin, this is the voice of the guy who tabletopped you on the first night here. That guy was a halfling. His
Yeah.
name was Bernard. Um, you hear him
Bernard.
saying, "You are all fools. The world is theirs already." And he sort of, and then you hear a glorp sound, and then everyone is screaming. Um, as that
Did he
guy
explode?
erupts. Yeah,
Yeah.
he
God damn it.
explodes. So that guy erupts. Where did I put it? Didn't land. That's coming from the main hall. He gives a little speech that you hear really muffled because you're all doing something really noisy and
Yeah.
busy. But from then, he erupts, and everyone from all around hear screaming sounds, both humanoid and not humanoid. So coming in through all of these places, streaming off of the roof where Komarov tried to get up alone, come down these swarms, streaming in through the slits in these places,
And there's
coming.
still crew from the 4 ships kind of milling about, right?
Yeah, this place is full of people.
Okay.
They are
So
all just
he
screaming now.
realized shit hit the wind and they're leaving, so he decided now it's time
Yeah,
to enact.
he was up on the
All right.
roof and he decided to pull the ripcord.
All right. That
And yeah, so he saw the writing on the wall. The green one
make
is
the
the
best of
young
the
one.
chaos, boys.
No, yeah, he was like, nobody's getting out. And the queen shrieks behind you, Ketha. Okay, now it's Pirate's turn. um, so this guy is sort of just wrestling with Tivin. Uh, he's he hears all this screaming happen, and he's actually just gonna try to shove you
Good luck.
away. Yeah, no, he doesn't know what you're all about. He gets a 17 athletics.
Nope.
Okay. He tries to he tries to shove you, and then
Actually,
he. Oh,
I have a fortitude of 7, so 17 is the DC. But
you have the dwarf thing that makes it hard to move
you,
you.
yeah, rock dwarf. I think is it a +2?
Yeah, it's a plus
Even if
two.
it's a +1, he fails.
+2 circumstance to your fortitude against being shoved. So he fails because of
So
my dwarfness.
yeah, this guy sort of puts his hands on your shield and tries to shove, but ends up just leaning really far over it because he like put his shoulders into it, but he didn't lock his elbows very well. So he leans over you and is like, "What the fuck is happening?" And
And
then
I
he's just
as a free action in 6 words or less, I will say, The bugs are the enemies.
The bugs, the enemies. Go ahead and. So you haven't done super well on diplomacy, but if you want this guy to sort of like just chill out, go ahead and just give me another.
Come on.
So he's scared right now. He is just going to attempt to leave. So instead of asking you any information, do you try to stop him? Do you hit him?
Oh, no, go. I got again. The bugs are the enemies.
Yeah, so 5, 10, 15, 20,
Oh,
25. He comes out through this door and is immediately into a swarm, which is between him and the ship he's going to.
yeah.
So he shoves, he moves twice, he stops. Wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 10. He can actually get here. And then that turn is also when all of the other pirates are doing stuff. So in every room, for sort of this encounter, until you guys get to a point where the thing you are going for happens, is going to be difficult terrain. There's too many people running around. They're all surrounded. None of them are especially ready. None of them have weapons.
Hmm?
So, difficult terrain. Komarov, you are up. You're still chained up. The guy left. You are getting the help action from Alexandra.
Okay.
Just real quick, I think I'm a 16, but for some reason it didn't put me on the tracker.
Oh shoot, yeah. Go ahead and roll it. Click. Can you click on your guy? Was that the problem?
It may have been. Alright.
You might need to put your own guy out like everyone else did for some reason.
yeah.
I don't know
Just
why
drag
that.
your name.
Yeah, so we'll delete the one I put. I don't know why. That's not how it is in Extinction Curse,
Eh.
except
Well,
for
every time I load it, it says
Jason.
we're missing something. Like it tells me we're missing things.
That's so weird. I guess it just counts. It's probably just because it gets like auto flagged with the GM tag when I do it or something, and then it's like, no, you can't do that.
Quite possible.
Okay, so I fixed it back to the 16. So
Okay, so we will have it be your turn then, because the pirates just went.
okay. All right, let's see here. So no one else is in this room. What was I gonna do?
Yeah. I could have slapped him with a reaction, but I also want to keep it in case the swarms come in and try to eat my friends.
All right,
Yeah.
is this door open right here?
Yeah, the one he just went through is open. The one that goes into that dumb little hallway. So all of those doors are open.
Okay, so it's 1, 2.
So, Justin, is it too much to ask? Where were they
Hmm?
keeping our weapons?
There is it's it's in this little room over here.
Which little room?
Over
Oh,
by
sorry,
the
the
swarm
far
over
one.
here.
So that
Oh.
sort of acts like a reception desk.
Okay, got it. I see.
Right.
Yeah, that far little turret. So that's where they've got like all the weapons, and like that's where they have like paperwork for who's on what ship and what haul they brought in.
I would have made it
Like,
in
did
here.
he leave this door open as well?
I think he did
Yeah, he's not
because he
interested in
left out.
closing doors. He's running.
All right, and I see that little dude right there. So I think that means I'm going to have to do this.
Nice.
You're just blowing both of them up.
We don't give a
Yep.
shit about anybody. I mean, we do, but we don't.
So the swarm is gonna take that extra damage from swarm shit. I'm gonna make a
Didn't I put the
reflex
DC
save.
on?
Say again.
Oh yeah, I just noticed I didn't put the DC on there. It is
It's a little toggle switch.
okay. So DC 16.
16. Okay, the swarm does pass, but it does still take 16 or 15 damage from half and then the swarm weakness. So it looks really hurt. The pirate probably isn't gonna pass. Yeah, he does not pass. He takes all 20 of that damage. So that guy runs out, sees this big pile of nasty, writhing monstrosities, runs past it, and then is blown up. And then a bunch of other superfluous pirates also blow up around them. So we're gonna take that off. So you blow up a bunch of people, actually. So Magnus stands from where Tivin has broken the chain connecting everyone, runs over there, blows them up, and then it is actually the swarms. So these guys did have a lot of guys that they were gonna just hang out with, but then Magnus decided to pop off. So they're going to where there's the most activity. So they use one action to go there. Go ahead and make a. I'm gonna need Magnus to make 2 reflex saves against their just bite attack. Critical pass. And a pass.
Nice job.
So you. So you take 5 piercing damage, and you are not exposed to any poison.
Okay. As a reaction, I get intercept. Well, hold on. Let me double check this real quick. Yeah, so intercept attack, it says attack, but it doesn't actually, it's a damage. So I get to step, which I did. He was within 10 feet of me, so I take the 5 damage, but I ignore 4 of it, and I only take 1. So he takes no damage.
Takes physical damage. Okay. So you step up, you lift Magnus out of the swarms, and they crawl all over your armor and just barely get you like on the ankle.
Okay.
Yeah.
These other ones are just going to sort of deal ambient damage to the total
Pirate
amount of-
population.
Yeah.
I'm
These
fine
tables,
with
we don't
that.
give a shit. That's a lot of rolls.
So they
That's gonna
deal.
suck.
They're just eating whoever they can find. They're just getting people. People are walking around in them. They move into like the walkways. And next up is these guys. And these guys.
Yeah. After this, Dodge is gonna need men on his ship just to pilot it.
Yeah. Admiral Dodge. His perception's actually not.
I don't even know what SM stands for.
Simple-minded.
It's Smert. It's just Smert.
Oh,
the
the
It
green
should have
one.
been a Z.
yeah.
The
Small,
Smert there.
medium, certain muck.
Zertmuck. Where are you? This one, okay. And then just so we have everything going on. Okay. Okay. I have all the information. They didn't get to go yet. Okay. Yeah, but they do the same thing. They're just attacking and killing whomever. Except for this, or the green one is just attacking and killing. However, that's one of the ones that has like the long tail and then like the weird spitting pouch on the bottom. This one that came off the roof double moves to here and starts attacking this door, which you know to be the office that Admiral Dodge lives in. And we'll make him this guy because I never got to use this guy's token.
Cool.
So it's attacking that. Komarov, it is now your turn.
Hmm. Trying to decide. Because I feel like the more people who can fight, the better. Let's see. Let's see. For 2 actions, I'm going to make a bulk of stones so that the other halflings with us, and I'm like, grab a rock, grab anything.
Fight like
Yeah.
your life depends upon it, because it very may will.
It very much does.
Yeah, they they absolutely all like grab rocks. They're like, yeah, whatever. Oh my god.
And then, yeah, he's close enough. And then last action, we'll try and smack the swarm. Oh, yeah.
That's a way to do it. Earthmates in a face.
Hell yeah.
We'll do bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning damage. Okay. See what their weaknesses are. 11, 22. So they resist a little bit of that, but not as much bludgeoning as they resist other things. You crush a bunch of them, yeah.
Okay. That's my 3.
Okay. Then we get back to the Queen Smert'zhuk.
Oh no.
She's got 1 success.
Yeah.
She needs to roll. Fails. She needs to roll a 20. She's trying to escape. Natural 20 on the second one, so
Of course.
3 successes. You hear one huge tug rip the stones out from the chains, and then she uses 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She wedges herself right here. She had to use 2 actions to break the chain, and she is squeezing through this area right here, right behind Keitha.
I really
Leoxandra
should
is-
have gone the other way. I knew I should have. Whatever.
Leoxandra looks at Komarov and says, "Where are we going?" She
We have to find Keitha.
We're going to stay here until we know where we're going. The pirate guy left, so there's probably an escape out that way. But right now we have a tiny door. So we are in a safe spot. And everyone else is in danger.
Okay, stay in the room. Okay. He grabs a stone. He moves over and he's going to very ineffectually swing it. He does hit. And he does a d4 plus 1 of bludgeoning damage, meaning that he has to roll a 3 to do 1 damage to these things that resist 2 bludgeoning damage. Gets a 3, which means he does 4 damage, which means he does 2 damage.
Nice.
He's like, just crushing them one at a time. Just so ineffectually. And as he's swinging his dumb little rock, in through the door blows in his little rain cloud, and it's going to add 4 electricity damage. As it sort of hovers over him, he's immediately soaking wet.
Mhm.
But now all of his attacks are juiced by a d4 of electricity damage because the cloud just sort of ambiently shocks whatever he attacks.
Mhm.
And he's like,
I'll
I don't
take it.
know what's happening. Just swinging this rock. Okay, Keitha.
All right. Well, let's try and get through a door.
26
Yeah.
will kick this door down. So you
I don't know if
seeing
that's
this thing,
good or bad, but door's
you
open.
shove your way through, and you're looking into just the chaos of hundreds of dudes running around trying not to get eaten by these awful monsters.
Grab a drink from one of the tables as you
Okay.
pass by.
So you said it's basically rough terrain.
Yes.
So she can go there for one move action. At which point she will look around and in a commanding voice yell at them, "Grab yourselves some damned weapons and start fighting or you're dead in no matter what."
Okay, go ahead and give me an intimidation check.
While I'm trying to diplomatize them. She's not
That'll be a little harder,
intimidating,
but you can do that.
but she is trying to.
There we go.
Yeah, I mean, what works works. A bunch of people around you start grabbing chairs. One guy is just sort of rolling a barrel between him and the spitter over here.
But
And I
I'd
will
say
say
that's all I've
for
got.
Katha, they're going to, uh, sort of because you seem chilled out, they are going to part for you, so it's not going to be difficult terrain for you. So
Okay.
if that allows you to move farther, you can use that now.
I mean, okay. So that'd get her there, but I'm still gonna claim the diplomacy as my third action, if that's
Of course.
acceptable.
No, totally.
But yeah, that's
Hold on.
Katha.
Yep. So Admiral Dodge opens this door and is going to swing his greatsword down. Okay, that is correct. That is correct. Okay. He does. This one lined up. 21 damage to this thing. He opens the door and he's just sort of like, "Everybody to the ships. We're getting out of here." Um, so move, open door, slash, and then he just yells at everyone, trusting that they'll follow him, not really attempting to make a check, more than just assuming people will listen to the boss. Tivin, you hear him say, "We're leaving now. If you're not on the ship, you get left behind."
Ill-fated wind blows indeed. I will taunt the swarm.
Do they make a save or do you make a check? I forget.
Nope, it just happens now.
Oh, okay.
I believe. You know what? Let me double check. I know that it was changed from the last edition, last version.
Yeah, it looks like it just happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Nice.
don't think there. I think it's so if I remember correctly, it's less of a like a condition, and it's more of just a checks and balances for things that allow me to affect my taunted enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot more like the ranger thing now, where you like
Yeah.
hunt your prey.
All right. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Christ in heaven. I have so many fucking windows. All right. Anyways. Are they considered difficult terrain?
I don't think a swarm is considered difficult terrain, unless they're of
No.
a certain size, and these guys are not big enough.
All right. 5, 10, 15. And then I'm going to. So that's 2. And then for my third, I'm going to ever stand strike,
Mhm.
which allows me to strike. And if I successfully hit, I raise my shield.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, come on. Don't fuck me over. 25.
25 hits.
Nice.
So.
And also, I wanted to get flanking with Magnus. For Magnus, but you know what
Don't think you can flank swarms. Yeah. It's like the one
probably not. I don't
thing
know,
they got, but
yeah.
Let me look that up real quick, just to, because I think the problem is actually, I think you can flank swarms. I don't think you can flank something that someone is inside of it square with that person, because the wording is like really weird.
Yeah.
About
They
it
can be
now.
fun. They're immune to grappled, prone, and restrained
okay.
Yeah.
from the swarm trait. So unless the creature says that they can't be flanked, they usually can.
Okay.
But it may still be because of positioning, but that's worth looking.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's
Because the
it
rogue would count.
specifically says
Yeah,
through opposite sides, so that's the
yeah.
problem.
But a 6th
Yeah.
level rogue would count because they just don't care.
Yeah.
If they
Yeah.
have the fleet,
If they have gang up.
yeah, gang up, yeah.
Yeah, that would supersede it,
Yeah.
definitely.
But also, if the swarm attacks Magnus and not me with an AoE, then they're off guarded because of taunt.
Okay.
So that's just a flat. That's just a thing that can happen.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, you deal 9 damage to those guys. They're looking. That swarm is looking pretty diminished from the actions of all of you guys here, from the fire damage and like the sort of the just general crushing. Okay, so B is actually the green one. And
Yeah, this guy here.
Yeah, that's Bernard. That is the Smert'zhuk formerly known as Bernard.
It's Bernard.
And that's Bernard. So it steps here and is going to jab at Magnus with its tail. 17 to hit.
That hits.
You take 7 piercing damage and 4 acid damage as it jabs its like scorpion tail into you. And then we'll try one more time. And this one is a 17 again, actually.
That's it.
I'm gonna intercept that one.
Okay. Can you do it from that far? 10
I
feet.
can.
Yeah,
I
you're good.
yeah. Within 10 feet of him. And then I get to step. And I believe, do I have to wait? Do I have to be next to the ally or the? I got it. Let me read this properly. Sorry. You can step.
You must end your
Movement
movement
adjacent to
Oh.
the triggering ally.
So you can step 1 forward and also be in the swarm square.
Sure, why not? I mean, that just helps the swarm, but whatever.
Yeah, but Magnus goes before the swarm.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
that is fair. That is fair.
So you step in and you take that 12 piercing damage and 1 acid damage. Whatever that means. I know you have all that defensive stuff, but I'm not sure how that interacts. But those are the 2 damage types. So that one steps forward, starts stinging out its tail and hissing at everyone. The pirates are going to go, and these guys, I'm just going to roll I'm going to roll a save by the swarm to resist all of these chained up pirates. There are 10 of them. They're each attacking with a rock, and we're just going to roll a save against them. It rolls so well. It takes no damage from these guys. No way, we're rolling with no level. That could still fail. Okay, yeah, they take half damage. Who talked to the pirates? Tivin, go ahead and roll 64. They'll take half damage.
64, not 64,
Yeah.
but 6d4.
6d4, yeah.
All right. 15.
All right, so it takes half that minus 2. Takes 5 damage from all of these pirates swinging rocks at them very, very ineffectually. But it does do something. Okay. Then more of the pirates are going off onto the ships. So as of this point, I just have a counter down. And once the counter reaches 0, we have 5 more total rounds before a ship leaves. So they've already been packing them up. They're just going to start leaving without technically being that ready, just as soon as there's enough people on them to go. So in 5 rounds, the ticking down on the pirates' turn, they will start to leave. And then we move to Magnus. Magnus, you're in the swarms. Everyone's trying to get out of here.
I'm going
And
to
this
step
guy
back a
makes a
bit.
good shot.
And
That's
then on the swarm, where did I go? We will do a close melee ignition on them. Oh, that's
9
not going
won't
to do
do
it.
it.
All right. I'm not going to use my hero point yet, so that'll be it for me.
Okay. I had a better thing for this person, but I was cleaning up all my data and it disappeared. So I will use this awesome golem. She's going to
oh, okay.
she's just going to step to here, attempt to shove the Smert'zhuk. She gets 27, which does crit against these things. So she pushes it. It stumbles over these tables, way close to Katha. And then she, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh no, she steps. So she stops here. So she steps in, shoving people out of the way. After shoving the Smert'zhuk, she's got her trident out, and she's just yelling for people. And it looks like their ship is over here. So there's 2 on one side, 2 on the other. The flagship is on the north side. We move to the swarms. Casey, roll me a die. Odds, evens. Evens, the swarm comes after and takes up your square. Odds, they go after someone else.
Okay.
Okay. They move down to you. Go ahead and make 2 reflex saves.
Wonderful.
13 is a fail. 7 is a fail. What is that? It is not a critical fail. Okay. So you are going to take. Oh no. Where did it go? So you take 22. Give me 2 fortitude saves against the poison here.
All right.
Pass. And that's a pass. You don't get poisoned. Okay.
The
So
first
one swarm
roll
and there's
20 worked in my favor.
yeah. So you have shoved your way over here, and
I mean, to be
dudes
fair, that's the exact same roll twice.
yeah. I there's a lot of similar numbers right there, but
Yeah.
I got 2 11s, but those numbers are different numbers that add up to them. So they are also killing other pirates around you that are like sort of just pushing past you. This one here, Tivin, go ahead and there's no way it can get. Oh, but there's more people in here. Does it?
Yeah, does it
No,
want people?
You taunted them. It wants Tivin. Tivin, go ahead and make 3 reflex saves.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Good.
It does.
Good. Good. You're
Oh,
gonna
shit.
take half damage from all
Wow.
of these. Yeah.
Holy fuck.
How do you rolled? Wow, you rolled so well.
Jesus. 16 was
Okay,
my
so
low.
so you're gonna take half of all of that. So 7, 4, and then 6 piercing, and you don't get exposed to any poison.
Okay. So the 7 is 3, the 4 is ignored, and the 6 is 2. So I took
Damn.
6 total? Is that what I...
Damn. We got to get
Yeah.
you poisoned. And this one just sort of meanders over here. And then there's this big one that is actually trying to get at Admiral Dodge. So, K-Thought, you're looking at this one. This one also, like, you note that the queen one over here looks pretty different. The one with the red dot on it also looks to be more advanced than the other ones you've seen. But you don't really know. It just looks more intense. So that one is just going to leap over to him. And it's just actually trying to kill Admiral Dodge.
Cool. I hope it succeeds.
Yeah, it might. It got a 26 to hit him, which barely doesn't crit. And then he's going to take... Oh no, it's been too long. Oh, he's going to take 13. And then, yeah, it'll just do that one more time. And then it doesn't do that time. So it moves forward, grabs him again. Komarov.
All right. Let's see. I want to. Yeah. All right. So we'll move there, and then try and him with water blade. 2 action.
12 will miss.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have any recourse. I'm a hero. So that's my turn.
Okay. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This one's going to reach down and attack Kynan. She gets an 18 hitting Kynan. Kynan's AC is 18, so she does actually pretty good. She is. It takes 14 piercing damage and 10 acid damage with that bite, and it just shrieks, filling the room with this squealing sound. Alexandra looks at Komarov and says, I don't know if we need to kill them. Maybe we should just get on a boat with all of our... And he looks at all of the halflings. Are we all good to go? We could go? You guys know how to make it go? They all nod.
All right. That's a good plan. The rest of us hold out for Keitha, wherever Keitha is. I think I heard her. Anyway.
Yeah.
But
Keitha
we
Castle
do have a
hasn't
door
started.
outside that looks relatively safe.
I mean, I think
So
she
if we
can see
can-
Tiven at this point.
Yeah.
She certainly hear him at this point.
Yeah.
Oh,
You got the noise is huge,
Clunk,
but
clunk.
I'm not going to say you guys can't see each other. Tivin, you're looking at a 17-foot tall bug monster attacking this woman with the trident, while Katha is just struggling with this swarm just all over her armor. And Leoxandra is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 10, 15, 20. He's going to go out here and he says, I'll be here. I'll do medicine if you get here. He runs and he's halfway between you guys and the two ships docked down here. Katha, how much? So I'm going to say if you want to make it not difficult terrain, you're going to have to make some kind of check
I thought that's what
every
my.
round,
Okay, every
it,
round.
but it can be athletics. So I'm going to say you can also just shove through someone. So in exchange for one action, your other two actions are not lessened.
Are not hampered.
If you're
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I think she's just gonna try and push her way through at this point.
Move, bitch. Get out the way.
Thank you.
yep.
So you can still run, or you could try again to get the full 25.
Let's try this.
Okay.
Yeah, come on. Come on, roll 20, you piece of shit. I mean, you.
Right.
Oh, fuck.
Thank you. Thank
Oh.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Sorry. It was almost a 19. It looked like it was going to be a 19.
It looked
Yeah, I
like
thought
it.
it was a 19. You are basically it's the table and the chair there. You're sort of stumble against it and are like held
Okay.
down.
That would kind of be where I get then. If it's all
Okay.
difficult terrain, that's 2 moves.
Yeah. So, Tivin, you're looking at Katha just struggle shoving against these dudes who are all running in different directions, trying to get to their crews, their preferred ships. Some of them are pilfering. They've got like foot lockers. You see the other, the other Varst guy, Cake, just carrying 2 foot lockers, each under one arm, just kicking dudes to make a way for him, really slowly going on the north direction past everyone. Dodge is going to make an attack on this thing. So Katha, you can clearly see this. He holds up his greatsword, and while he's swinging it down, 2 daggers come off of his belt and start spinning around his greatsword. He swings down with a 29, critting against this thing. He does 4d12 plus 20, and then also another 64.
If
He
that thing is
kills.
still up.
No, it had already taken it. It could have survived that if it hadn't already taken a hit. So he cast telekinetic projectile and swung his greatsword. The crit was just made it stupid. So he just destroys through this thing. It pops. He and Kynan have to make reflex saves. He fails. She critically fails. They both take acid damage. Lots of dudes around them just screaming. So they both take 7 acid damage. They're like, oh fuck. Oh no, Kynan takes 14.
Oof.
She's like, I did not expect that.
Not the face, not the face.
And then 5, 10, 15. He'll move to there, heading toward his ship, having destroyed this rather strong-looking Smert'zhuk in just sort of one stroke of his sword. Tivin.
Sure. All right. Well, I mean, I guess I'll just keep beating the shit out of this thing. Gonna be this one. and then I'll make my attack.
Mhm.
Don't let me down. God
Oh,
damn it.
Jesus.
Mhm.
That's not going to do it.
Let's try a second one.
16 does hit.
Okay.
Oh, wait, are you hitting the Smert'zhuk or the Swarm?
The swarm.
Okay, yeah, that hits the Swarm.
Okay.
So you do another 7 to the Swarm. It's looking really bad, but it is still up.
It's been
God damn
looking
it.
really bad
Or-
for 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Now let's try it one more time.
Well, the first time the fireball just did so much more than everything else. 20 does it. 10 does do it in. You destroy that swarm.
Cool. That's all 3 of my actions. I just swang my shield a whole bunch of times.
Yeah, you just fly swatted it down onto the ground, crushing all of them. They do not have a death burst.
That's good. But I got to raise my shield, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. Okay. Burnett
Behind
is
me,
there
friends.
though.
Behind me,
Bur-
friends.
You're saying behind me, and then this thing is just going to. Actually, it's going to. Oh, it can't step into difficult terrain.
I am
It's
difficult terrain.
special thing. Yeah, so it's going to go ahead and make me a reflex save, Tivin, as this thing pukes on you.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Fails. 11 acid damage, and you're going to take persistent acid damage, and then it's going to attempt to hit you with its tail for its last action, which is 27. Is that
Yeah,
right?
that'll currently 23, but that'll hit.
23. Wow, 23 is still really high.
I have a fortress shield made out of stone.
Yeah.
Oh, I shield block.
Oh, there you go. So it does 12 piercing and just
The
1 acid with that.
hardness is 12, so it ignores all of it, and then the acid doesn't get through because it
Yep.
does it separately.
Yep. Yeah, so this thing pukes all over you, burning you,
I
and
just
then tries to
polished
get
the
you with
shield, you
its,
son of a
with its
bitch.
scorpion tail. Okay. Timer ticks down. 4 rounds before the first ship leaves. The guys around you guys are using Tivin being engaged with this thing as their means of leaving. They are going behind him, single file, holding hands, looking a lot like children, because they are all halflings and orcs. Just single file going out through the door, and Leoxandra looking a lot like a school teacher who is covered in blood, being like, "Okay, come on, get on the boat, come on," and then
Danny
everyone
Riggs.
else is running around. And some people are like trying to fight off the swarms, but more people are just running away from the queen.
Yeah.
All right, Magnus.
It's
The
like, I get
swarm
it.
is gone, but Tivin is engaged with this sort of spitter, and all of the
Yeah.
halflings have fled, trying to sort of pick one of the ships to commandeer if they can get there before any officers do.
Let's see. I will move to there. And then let's hit green with something. Let's go with telekinetic projectile. We'll just do some bludgeoning damage to him.
23 hits. So it takes all of that 12 damage. And because it's bludgeoning damage, it doesn't spray acid all around him. Just to remind you, that's a thing that happens.
Yep.
They'll do that.
Yep.
Okay.
And then,
So is that
that's it
3
for me.
actions?
Yep.
Okay. Kynan is going to just force her way through. Oh, you know what? Kynan casts a spell. She casts hydraulic push, shoving everyone in this line out. Just not like picking a target, just making a lane for her.
Yeah.
And then she'll 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, get to the door. The swarms. Okay, odds evens again, Casey, for just this closest one. Because the other one's not within one movement of you. Okay, so it does sort of come over here, but it is just attacking random guys. So it doesn't go for Katha's square. This other one does sort of just gravitate towards the middle there as well. That one is dead. Komarov.
I am picking up the baby.
Oh,
Eh,
okay.
Komarov
Uh,
doesn't forget. Mm,
so this thing is the size of you. Are you kicking in the cage and just dragging it?
oh, it's still in the cage.
Yeah, this is the only one in a cage. Everyone else is
Okay.
chained up.
What is going to be easiest, right?
It's either athletics or thievery. Athletics is sort of the most expedient one
Yeah.
because
All right.
picking a lock takes multiple successes in a less straightforward way than just sort of kicking it. That unfortunately doesn't do it.
Yeah. All right, but we'll try again because no baby left behind.
So the 21 looks good. Does Force Open have the attack trait?
I didn't think so, but we don't use it often.
It is
Everybody's
a
afraid. It does have the attack trait, so it'd be -8, so 13.
13. Okay, yeah. So I will say they didn't put the baby in a particularly good cage. It is a baby, but I'll say you need another good kick in before
Yeah,
it'll break out. So Komarov is kicking, and everyone else is leaving, and he's saying like there is a baby here, and all the halfling pirates are being like we're going, bye, have a
yeah.
day.
Yeah.
And Alexandra is like, I forgot about the baby as well, yelling from the pier. Um, now, the important thing here, Katha, I want you to roll a d6. 1 and 2 is the queen attacks you. 3 and 4 is the queen attacks Admiral Dodge. 5 and 6 is the queen attacks crew members.
Makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Well, I
It,
mean, wouldn't the queen look at the person that chained her up and have a grudge? I'm
Yeah.
just
She
saying.
she is blood raging, and it is like sort of, and it did land on him. So she moves through the crowd and is going to attack, getting 24, hitting him for 11, 21 piercing. Oh, I need another d10. So she gets him for 30 total on that one hit. And then the second one misses.
Let her hero point it. No.
No, we don't want her getting
Let's set
through
this
him.
precedent early.
Yeah.
Okay. Leoxandra is still just waiting for everyone. Keita.
I mean, can't she throw a dagger and heal me from a distance?
No. She
I
could
know.
use a 2-action heal. Yes. Are you really hurt?
I'm down a third of my health. I mean, I'm fine for a bit.
Okay, because she needs to keep moving. But there's a bug in her way.
Yeah.
So she
If you
is.
want, you could hold and see if Tivin could shove it, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Or you
well,
could just try to kill it real fast.
I think she's going for the kill because she doesn't like these things.
Okay.
So she
Perfectly
moves
valid.
up. She's got her belay pin and she's gonna start whacking it.
Well, misses.
Not with that.
Even with, yeah, even with the flank, that doesn't
Yeah.
quite do it.
Come on.
Thank you, roll 20.
Unfortunate.
I'm so glad you are
Dodge is,
really good at rolling the same number over and over and over again.
Dodge is actually not that interested in engaging with this emaciated Queen Smert'zhuk. So he's going to use the lane Kynan made with her hydraulic push to just use all 3 actions to sprint away. But the Queen is now looking at him. So he
That's
runs
fair.
away and. Okay. Back to Tivin.
Okay. Well, I mean, why not? So let's make sure I have all this correct.
See the time.
Okay,
Oh,
do have
sorry, Brian.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm
don't
just gonna
care.
sip on,
right.
get ready for work, but I won't leave yet.
So let's just do what I've been doing.
Shoot,
Still
I
never
forgot about
let's
that.
never stand strike. So let's hit this guy and hope the off guard.
26. That is a full crit against this thing, with the off guard. So you do 26 bludgeoning, so it doesn't spew acid all over you.
It's still up.
It is still up. It is bloodied,
Okay.
and this one looks like it has a lot less health than the other one that got killed because this one's a new one. This one's still soft,
Okay.
but it is still up.
Yeah. So 17 off
17
guard.
hits, 9. It's got 1 hit left in it.
Come on.
Got 3 hit points.
And then I could shove, but I'm not going to shove. I'm just going to try to smash it.
Yeah.
Come on.
16 gets it with the off guard, killing it. But the death
It
burst is not
explodes.
reliant on it being bludgeoning damage. So, Katha, Tivin, and Magnus all make reflex saves.
Okay, but this is a AoE.
Yeah.
So that'll be +3. So it's a 14 because of my armor.
So 14 does still miss. We'll go ahead and roll. What is this? Okay, so it's not so bad. So the total damage is 9. Tivin and Magnus will take half. Kathal will take full. Tivin, at the end of your round, You take 7 more acid damage from having failed that earlier save. Go ahead and roll a flat check to see if that acid dissipates.
All right, let's just throw a d20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not 1220.
Yes. It is gone. So it does kind of a lot, 7 to you, but then it dissipates. And it doesn't get a turn, but it does blow up, hurting everyone a little bit. Pirates come clicking down, 3 rounds left. The little guys are heading down the pier. So you've got the Squall and one of the smaller ships on this side. Which one are you looking for?
Might as well be the squall again.
We say if we go north for that one, we can try to grab our weapons.
Our weapons are lost.
Yeah, we'll replace them.
I hate to tell you that our weapons are lost. Keith is
Well,
not
for me,
gonna fight
I
through
don't.
that.
Not my main thing. So, yep.
Magnus, go ahead and give me a perception check as you're talking about weapons. 13. You're not. It's too chaotic out here.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of stuff lying around that is like getting ready to get loaded up, but you can't tell what anything is.
Yeah.
Right, so they may have grabbed them, so we can check that later. All right. And then is it my go?
Yeah, it is your turn.
Trust me, Keitha was thinking about going for the weapon, but with everything that's happened, she's just like, it's replaceable.
Yeah, see, for me, it's not too worrisome. Oh, I don't usually use weapons, and I can just remake my staff. All right, so let's see.
She's got a serviceable weapon right now, and that's all she cares about.
Mhm. You can get in long range. Well, I guess I could do that. Um, yeah, this swarm up here that I can barely see, I
Mhm.
will just tornado darts.
Okay.
Find my spell. There it is.
26 hits. 26 against the swarm is a crit. Oh, it is a crit. Just regular is a crit. Um, so is this piercing damage?
It is piercing.
Okay. So you do 24 and it resists a little bit of that. So you do 19 damage to them.
Yeah, and it should be 3 persistent bleed if they do persistent damage.
I think that still works. Swarms are weird. Had swarms pulled up. But yeah, so you shoot a bunch of darts into that, killing a bunch of those little buggers. Anything else, and then you run towards the pier.
Yep.
Okay. Um, Kynan. Oh no! Why has this happened? I have to reload the map. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
I scrolled away from this page, and it has to reload everything. Um, it shouldn't
Oh.
take too long, but there is like a whole little wait where they give you all those ads. There we go. Okay, Kynan runs away. She she makes it to the Herald. Swarms are gonna go. You guys are now. We're gonna do odds evens for both of them this time. So odds it's the pirates, evens it's you.
Okay. Do you want me to roll that?
Yeah. Sorry, you rolled it last time. So yeah.
Okay. So Swarm 1 going after pirates.
Yep.
Swarm 2 coming after us.
When he gets it just there, then go ahead and make 2 reflex saves for me. Those both fail.
Does plate work against that? Is that considered an AoE?
Bulwark only cares about damaging reflex save.
That is a
So it doesn't need
damaging
to be an
reflex save.
AoE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then it's a 15 and a 16.
16 passes, 15 doesn't.
Okay.
Then I intercept the attack. I take the damage. Step.
Okay. So the first one is 12. The other one is just 6. Which one are you intercepting? Because he fails the first one, passes the second one.
Yeah, I'll take the bulk of the damage. So the one he failed.
Now,
So
interesting interaction here. He failed that save and is going to be poisoned. Do you take that? Or does
I think
K-Thought
it's
still get bit?
no. I take it says. Let me double check it real quick. I'm pretty sure
Because that's a
says,
weird one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm inclined to think you, but I don't want to be
No,
unfair.
you're correct. So it says specifically, I take the damage, instead apply my own immunities, weakness, resistances, not the allies. So yeah, any effect of the damage would be added to me.
So
Okay, I'm
Kevin, go ahead and
curious.
make a fort save.
Um. Can I use my Flash of Grandeur on that?
Yeah.
Is it a save? Then I think so.
No, it's not a save. It helps reduce your damage more, which is another
That's fair.
7 damage.
Yeah, and he didn't take the poison damage anyway.
Yeah, but
But
if I
yeah,
can
you.
reduce it more.
So he reduces your damage, and then you reduce his damage.
Yeah.
You step together, and you have like a magical girl transformation, where you both link arms and spin around, and nobody gets hurt.
You reduced it by how much?
7.
All right. So I took 8 total. So I took 1 total. So
Yeah. So
I'm at
you
40.
both just sort of clasp arms and spin around back into your original positions, having only stuffed your armor a little bit.
That's funny.
Yeah. So that's the swarm's turn. Man, that guy's gone. Komarov.
Damn it, Keitha, we're supposed to be going.
Trying!
Last time.
I
So
know,
hopefully Roll20 will play along.
There
we
we
go.
go. You
Yay.
dented that cage in and like making big, deep voiced baby noises, just crying, like deep voiced crying. You kick the cage in and you can drag this thing with you. This big baby, it's so big. This
Let's
baby giant, drag it with you.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'll say it's like relative to your size, but it's probably not like an insane weight for someone with a good strength score. So you drag it out, carrying this baby giant, as it would be correct to say, sprinting to the squall, which has all the halflings on it, and they're in a struggle currently with the rest of the crew of the ship and Rafa, who is gesturing at them with a cutlass. trying to get them off his ship. Queen Smert'zhuk is going to go after these guys.
You guys have fun. I have to work.
Okay.
All right.
This
See you later.
this might. We could probably stop here. This is the top of the round. It's about 10. Brian's leaving.
Sounds good.
I mean, that's fine.
And you
with
guys,
me.
Yeah.
and you guys
That's
do
okay.
have a lane to where you're going. You've cleared it out.
Well, sort of.
We've
More
cleared
or
it
less.
out
You're all
enough. We
within-
can get the hell out of here.
Yeah, you're all within the 3 rounds you have left of
Yeah.
movement to
In case
there.
they run
So
through,
next
shut
time
the
we
door,
play, we
BTM
will
goes.
start with you trying to wrest control of the ship away from the officers on it, and then trying to sail away from this island full of dangerous aliens through a dangerous series of coral and outcroppings of rock that you guys don't
without
have
getting
a
shot at
map
by the
for.
prow of the.
While the Iron Prow
ship.
is chasing you into a hurricane offshore, hopefully waiting for another ship to come to your aid.
Oh Christ on a cracker!
And we
Next
got map
time
things.
on Majia.
Next time on Majia DBZ.
Oh my gosh.
The
Yeah.
world is falling apart and it just keeps going.
All right. Yeah, thanks for joining us tonight, everyone. We hope you've enjoyed this. Have a good night, and we will have at least the Baldur's Gate 2 tomorrow morning, but I don't know about later. So, have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.